Welcome to the first ever edition of San Diego Prep Insider. We're standing at the brand new football field here at Mission Bay. I'm Tommy Morris.
And I'm Abby Hornacek. Now, this new show isn't just about the star athletes around the county, but also the stories that make them who they are today. Isn't that right, Ty?
Thanks, Abby. I'm Ty Hines, joined by the lovely Lisa Lane. And today we're hanging out with the Saintsmen, who we'll catch up with in just a bit. But this season, we're going to be catching up with some of your favorite recruits from around the county, as well as some of our favorite pro athletes and getting their tips for our prep athletes.
And Ty, don't forget, we are also going to show you where some of your favorite past high school standouts are today and catch up with some of the all-stars in the classroom from around the county.
To kick off the show, let's send it back over to Tommy and Abby.
Thank you, Ty. We've put together a list of the hottest recruits this season.
Players that have committed to the top athletic programs all over the country are in your backyard. Let's take a look.
I'm Troy Warner, go to Mission Hills High School. I play wide receiver and cornerback, and I'm committed to the University of Oregon. I made the decision to go to Oregon because when I was little, I dreamt of going there. I loved the way they played, and when I finally got to visit, I loved everything about it, and I loved the plan they had for me. My brother helped me because he kind of told me the things that I need to look for in a college. So when I went to visit those colleges, I really paid attention to those things. If the players were real friendly, and if they had a good plan for me, and if it felt really comfortable there, so those are a couple things. Yeah, when I got a chance to visit the University of Oregon, it was over the top. I loved everything about it. The facilities were obviously amazing, and the jerseys and everything, and the players really stood out to me because they were real friendly and welcoming. Basically, I'll be able to just train and get better and not have to worry about recruiting much, just because I got that out of the way and everything. Just to be a captain on my team and help guide them, and hopefully we can win a CIF championship again, bring it back home to San Marcos, and that's it.
Congrats to Troy Warner, and great selection, Tommy and Abby.
For our selection, we went to Helix, where we caught up with not one, but three standout Highlanders who are sure to cause lots of trouble for opposing defenses.
White to 10. White to 10. Go.
I'm Michael Lawson, quarterback at Helix High School, and I'm being recruited by Naval Academy, Army, Air Force, UPenn, and Dartmouth.
Nathan Stinson, running back, Helix High School. I'm being recruited by NAU, Portland State, UC Davis, Idaho, and Southern Utah.
There it is.
My name is Makai Stevenson, senior wide receiver at Helix High School, and I'm being recruited by San Jose State, UNLV, Colorado State, and UC Davis.
Go get him.
My strengths are definitely my running ability and my ability to make decisions quickly in the pocket. I think I model my game after Russell Wilson just because he's not one of the tallest quarterbacks, but he's really smart and he has the ability to run.
Back up.
The strength of our offense it's a balanced offense. You know, we have a real good running game, we have real good receivers, real good passing game, so it's kind of hard to tell, you know.
My strengths are my speed, my muscles. I'm very low to the ground, so it's hard to tackle me. I model my game after LaDainian Thomason. He's a very powerful runner, and he's an idol to me. My goals are getting that CIF ring and then hopefully going to state. And the teams we lost to last year, I want to work real hard so we can get them this year.
My strengths, I would say my speed, my ability to get downfield fast and make a big play. My idol, or a guy that I would like to be like, would be Deshaun Jackson. It's a guy who's very fast, get down the field, make those short plays big, and an excellent player on special teams as well. Our team philosophy here would definitely be one team, one heartbeat. There's no individuals on this team, and we're all coming together for one goal, and that's to win the CIF championship.
1, 2, 3. Hold.
I can't wait to start the season. I was wishing it was next week.
These are just some of San Diego's top athletes.
Here are more athletes to keep an eye on this season. We call it the SDPI Watch List. This watch list is all volleyball, starting with Canyon Crest's Jolie Rasmussen. the senior will trade in her Raven wings for Duck wings next year when she attends the University of Oregon. She made first team All-CIF in 2014 and loves the game so much that she's even the manager of the boys volleyball team in the spring. Francis Parker's Jennifer Weinholt is another player to keep an eye on. The future Virginia Cavalier has led her Lancers to 3 straight state championships in a row. Made first team All-CIF San Diego section, Max Prep's Underclassmen All-American, Max Prep Small Schools All-American, and the Prep Volleyball All-American Honorable Mention teams in 2014. Some other players will be taking their game from the court to the sand. La Jolla's Abby Waldberger will play sand volleyball at Cal next season, where she will be teamed up with Patrick Henry's Aya Lindahl and Torrey Pines' Nicole Anderson. One of their future Pac-12 rivals, Jessica Manley, will head to Arizona after her senior year at San Pasqual.
Unfortunately, we have to take a quick break.
But before we do, here is a look at what some of the Chargers were like when they were in high school.
Most embarrassing moment, I had bag acne. So I tried this new acne treatment. I hope it worked, and it just put a lot of extra acne on my face. So I literally went to high school with a rag trying to cover my whole side of my face in high school. I mean, it's the most embarrassing thing ever.
My mom gave us some girls' jeans and shirts. We didn't even know what the difference was. We were just moved to the United States, so we wore them to school, and the kids just went ham. It was bad. And DC public schools, the kids are brutal there, so it was pretty bad.
Did they have sequins on them? Were they pink? How did you know?
Yeah, there was a Pikachu shirt with a heart and a Pikachu in the middle. So that one I got grief for, with a pink heart and Pikachu, which was in between because boys and girls like Pikachu. But the jeans, some of the jeans had glitter on them. It wasn't a good look at all. That was younger days though, 6, 7.
For this episode's performance tip, we're joined by Todd Durkin. He trains a lot of NFL athletes. What is something that, the guys always ask you about to do?
Well, the common question I get from a lot of high school athletes is, how do I get quicker? How do I accelerate faster? How do I work on my first step quickness? 3 performance tips today. I want to talk about plyometrics, getting stronger, and some technique work. Pick up some dumbbells, please, Abby. Squat jumps. I love plyometrics. We got 5 squat jumps. We're going to immediately drop the weight and do 5 more. So take a 10, 15, 20 pound. Let's jump it on up. Let's go. Keep it going. Keep it hopping, Abby. Let's go. I want explosive power, fellas. Let's go, ladies. Let's go. Hop it, 5. All the way up. Explode up, Abby. Let's go. It's quick. And then you drop the weights. You got 5 more. Throw the hands up in the air. Let's go. Explode. I want fast twitch. Fast twitch. Very good. Very good. And time. Take a rest. So I want 10 squat jumps, converting strength into power. Number 2 is the lunge hop. Okay, now we're going with a split stance. I want to see that nice split stance, opposite arm and leg. Very good. And you got 10 explosive all the way up. Come on, Abby, get up. Get up. Height. Fellas, ladies, get them on up high. There you go. Yeah, you might be doing squat jumps, lunge hops, all these things to help that explosive power. That will ultimately help your acceleration and your first step quickness. And relax. So number 1, plyometrics. 2 is get strong. I want you in the weight room. You got to squat, you got to deadlift, you got to clean, you got to push heavy things. Bench press and pull-ups are fantastic lifts to get stronger. And lastly, when it comes to acceleration, is stay low. You want to get out of your stance, not up. A lot of athletes pop up out of your stance. No, stay low, bend your knees, and get out. If you do these 3 things, they're going to be fantastic ways for you to improve your acceleration and your first step quickness. So if you want to get better, you have to take action. And this is what I want you to do. I want you to think about how you're going to use this week's performance tip to take your game next level. Tweet us your action step at SD Prep Insider and at Todd Durkin, and let us know what you're going to do to get 1% better today on this week's performance tip.
Welcome back to San Diego Prep Insider. We're still here hanging out at St. Augustine High School with the reigning Division I CIF champs, while Tommy and Abby are still holding it down over at Mission Bay.
Without wasting one more second, we're going to bring in the big man on campus, Rodney Thompson, the quarterback for the Saintsmen. Now, Rodney, this is your first season stepping in as the lead top dog quarterback. You guys have won the last 2 CIF titles. How much pressure do you feel this season?
Not too much, only as much as I put on myself. I know I got an excellent team, excellent coaches guiding me through every play, so I just know I got to do what I got to do and everything will turn out good.
So how much time have you had to put into this off season, just getting to know this offense and really connecting with all the offensive weapons around you?
I've put in a lot of work. I've always, studied and, did my due diligence, was going over film and stuff, but this year has really changed because I know I'm that main guy, so I can't, let my team down. I got to know my reads inside out, know who's my one, who's my two, where my check down is, so all that good stuff with the defense running, what's their front. Every week I'm going to be studying hard and, doing what I need to do to make sure this team comes out on top.
What do you tell the guys to keep them calm? What do you tell them on a day in and day out basis to really come in and perform to the highest level every day?
I mean, I don't really got to tell them anything because they just, they know they're that good. And I always got to remind them, you the best I've ever played with, so just do what you do. Don't put no pressure on yourself. Can't nobody hang with you. So, when we play together, it's tough to beat us.
Come on.
Is there any quarterback that you model your game after that you've always been a big fan of?
I recently been watching Russell Wilson a lot, and I just like his leadership on and off the field, and the way he could just get things done, whether that's with his feet or with his arm. And he's just a great leader. I love watching him play, especially with that team he got around him. It sort of reminds me of myself. So.
Nice, and I'm a big Russell Wilson fan. If you need any tips, just come see me because I got a few moves in my back pocket.
Gotta want it, Rod. Gotta want it.
Rodney, what would you say your expectations are for this season?
Well, as any player would want, an undefeated season, of course, and I believe that could come from this team as strong and as talented we are. With the coaches we got, I believe it could truly happen. Winning CIF, of course, we want that. Not only CIF, though, also a state championship as well. So that would really be nice to have.
All right, well, we look forward to watching you and seeing if you, in fact, accomplish those goals. Thanks for hanging out with us.
No problem.
All right, now we need to send it on over to Tommy and Abby. Hey, guys, who do you have standing by?
Thanks, guys. And joining us for our 5 questions is football and baseball star Derek Clark.
Derek, thanks for joining us. First question, field last year didn't exist. So what was it like playing on no field, basically? I mean, you guys were all away games, right?
Yeah, it was rough, especially with the young team. Going out and knowing that all odds are against you, not playing at a home field, it's tough. But we got our field now, and we're excited to go out here and show out.
Now, you're going to Cal. What's that like for you? Why did you choose Cal?
The academic program was a big part of choosing Cal. And the head coach said I had the opportunity to start as a true freshman, so that was a bigger thing that allowed me to make my decision earlier.
And we mentioned you're a football and baseball star. Maybe a little bit of Deion Sanders out of you. You can try and play both over there?
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to play both. I'm going to go up there and see how the football works out. And after the season, I'm going to look at everything and then probably go out for the baseball team.
Now, what are you most excited for next year?
I'm just excited to get up there and learn everything that's going on. Starting as a true freshman has always been a dream of mine, and there's a possibility I could do that at Cal, so I just want to get up there, get everything down packed, and learn as quick as I can.
And does it kind of take a huge weight off your shoulder? I mean, you're standing here in the Cal gear already. You know where you're going. You don't have to stress about it. Is it going to help you this year in your senior year, knowing all that's behind you already?
Being committed already allows me to come out and be the team player, do what needs to be done, motivate everybody else to do their best and not worry about where I'm going to be in the next year.
Thank you very much, Derek, for joining us, and good luck this year and in the future at the University of California. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we see if one of San Diego's fastest in the water can fare on land.
And we learn about a Saints player who's dealt with some adversity. But first, let's take a look at who's winning in the classroom with SDPI on a roll.
We hit the water in Grossmont to recognize 4 senior foothillers who are scoring in the classroom. Bradley Justice was a first-team All-Grossmont Hills League player in 2014 and is the top-ranked student in the school with a 4.8 GPA. A jack of all trades, Bradley is also an Eagle Scout, a math and ACT tutor, and a volunteer at the Reuben H. Fleet Science Center. He would like to attend Caltech, MIT, Harvard, Stanford, Cal, or Penn next year. Jacob Niski is not far behind with his 4th place class ranking. Last year's team co-MVP also plays basketball, writes and develops curriculum for the engineering design projects at the Stream School in City Heights, all while carrying a 4.75 GPA. He would like to attend UCSD, Brown, Claremont McKenna, UCLA, or UC Santa Barbara. Mark Hasselbeck has a 4.44 GPA, has built houses in Mexico, and volunteered at a day school in Kauai for disadvantaged youth. In 2014, he was an All-Grossmont Hills League honorable mention player and plans to study biology or kinesiology on his way to medical school. John Murphy was a first-team All-Grossmont Hills League player and won 2 national championships with his club team. He is also active in student life as a president of Grossmont Summit Board and a member of the ASB. The 4.37 GPAer has spoken with Brown, Harvard, UCSD, and Cal Lutheran about extending his playing career through college.
When I recruit and go into high school, I make it a point to walk around and observe. We talk with custodians, secretaries, as well as the coach, the principal, and the counselor to see how someone relates and treats others. So often in this world, the biggest name in the room, the guy that has the most stars on his chest, gets all the attention, and the other people, they are treated with less respect than you need. So I really look hard at how someone deals and treats others, how they interact and relate. I watch in games. I watch how they come out of a game when a coach takes them out, whether they have body language that says, you shouldn't have taken me out, and they slump in their chair, or whether they sprint over, give the guy going in for them a handshake, tell them something. Those are all telltale signs as to whether or not this guy is going to be someone that would fit into the team structure.
So we have, I think, a great new rule for our CIF state playoffs. Starting this year, 2015, the San Diego section champions in football will all advance to a state regional playoff game. So it's going to be really exciting that we don't have to choose teams anymore. All our champions will advance to a regional playoff. Those games some of them will be held in San Diego, some will be in other parts of Southern California, and then we will have 13 bowl games in California this year. 5 of the top games will be held at Sacramento State University, and the other 8 will be throughout all different parts of California. It's going to be exciting for football this year.
Some people ask, why do you play the game? Why put it all on the line? Because it pushes you to be better than your best, to rise up, to believe. And in this city, we believe. We are Aztecs.
Rise up with the Aztecs with season ticket and mini plan packages today. For information, log on to goaztecs.com.
While the biggest challenge for most football players this offseason was improving their bench or 40 time, there was one Saintsman who had a lot more on his mind.
That's right, Ty. I caught up with senior Francois Sims II, whose mother passed away just a few months ago. And he told me that this season he's playing for a lot more than just a CIF title.
It's going to be difficult not having her physically there, but I know that she'll always be watching, so I just have to do my best and play for her.
When Saints senior running back Francois Sims II takes the football field for the first time September 21st, one person will be missing from the crowd, his mother, Delcinia.
My mom made it a point to make sure that I knew that she was there, and she wanted to be there for everything that I did. She was always my supporter no matter what. So she made it sure that she never missed a game no matter what. She came to my game when she was sick, tired, no matter if she was feeling it or not, she just came to my game.
She was really a person we can hear all the time. We would always hear her in the crowd. Like she's the loudest fan out there, and if you hear a parent in the crowd, somebody will ask who's that, you directly know who it is.
In June, Sims' mother passed away unexpectedly when she had a seizure during a physical rehabilitation session.
When it happened, it was sort of like, it didn't really hit me until like a few days later because it was still like I was dreaming. Like there's no way that my mom could just pass like that.
Has this been the most difficult thing that you've ever experienced in your life so far?
Yes, by far it's the most difficult thing I've ever had to deal with. I was really close to my mom. That was more like my backbone. So it was mostly me and her growing up. That's all I knew. She was my mother and my father. So that's mostly I just live for her.
So you always talk about Saints being a community and a family. How much has your football team been there for you, especially in these last few months?
They've been there for me a lot, actually. They've been reaching out to me, and it really has been always a family to me. Like Saints, we consider ourselves brothers. And it really did show me how much that my team really cares for me and how much they support me in my situation when it happened. Because they're all there for me. They're all trying to reach out to me and see how I was doing, and they're dedicating the season to my mom before we even started.
Being around him as much as I am, he's handling it very well. I talked to him and he said he tries not to dwell on the situation, so he keeps a smile on his face. He's always happy, so I really like the fact that he's handling it that way.
How is football season starting, kind of helping you take your mind off things and kind of get through this hard time?
It sort of helped me in a way that I can release my anger, frustration, and sadness in a way that I love. So I could take it out on the weight room, on the field, and do whatever I can to get my mind thinking about other things other than my mom. Football is always a big part of my life in general because my mom enjoyed watching me play.
And although his mother might not physically be in the stands, Francois Sims II says he knows in some way he will still hear her, and she will be watching.
We'd like to thank Francois and the Sims family for letting us tell his story.
Now that we've taken a look at some of San Diego's current high school stars, it's time to catch up with some athletes whose careers went beyond high school.
It's called Blast from the Past.
Hi, I'm Chase Budinger, La Costa Canyon, class of 2006, graduated, Mavericks basketball.
All right.
Yeah, after high school, I went to the University of Arizona on a scholarship, played under Lute Olson, played there for 3 years, and then left school early and got drafted in the NBA and went to the Houston Rockets, played there for 3 years, got traded to Minnesota, played there for 3 years, and then now I'm an Indiana Pacer now. Yeah, this is my 6th annual camp that I've had. I've had it here at LCC every single year. It just means a lot to me to come back, give back to the community, get back to my grassroots where my career kind of started. And I love coming into this gym. I love, walking in here nice and early, and it just brings back a lot of memories to me of, all the hard work that I put into my career when it all started here. And that's why I love doing my camp, is I love seeing these young kids working hard every single day, and it just brings back memories of when I was their age and going through the same thing. When I got to high school, it got down to playing basketball and volleyball, and it kind of hit me, I think, my junior year of high school, of when I was like, shoot, this actually could become a career of mine. This could be something that I could be doing for a long time. And when finally that moment hit me, it just drove me to work harder, to make more sacrifices, to make my dream come true. And I'm just so pleased that it hit me at such a young age to finally to reach where I am now.
Chase Budinger may be in the NBA, and if you're listening, Chase, I think that I could take you on and score a few points one-on-one. What do you think, Lisa?
I would love to see that. We really need to make that happen next time.
Well, we do play San Diego's finest athletes one-on-one each week.
And this week, it's with the San Diego Rowing Club. Let's take a look.
For this episode's Versus segment, we're here at the San Diego Rowing Club.
That's right. Each episode, we're taking it to the streets to take on the best high school athletes, and us being former high school standout athletes. And we're going to take on the top women's rower who's being recruited all over the world, really. Will we be victims or will we be victors?
Well, let's meet our competition.
Hi, I'm Jillian Renley. I row for the San Diego Rowing Club. I'll be a senior at University City High School, and I'm currently being recruited by University of Washington, University of Wisconsin, University of Texas, and University of Oklahoma.
Push your hands all the way down to the gunnel on recovery, all the way.
I I started rowing because my mom, she saw these people walking in with UCSD crew shirts on and wanted me to try that, so she would chase them out of the store and ask them for their coach's number, and so she called the coach and got into it and had me start doing Learn to Row camps here. I find most gratifying when you're at that race and you cross that line first, because that's what you've been working for. So our coach, Susan Francia, she's a 2-time Olympic gold medalist, and she started coaching here my freshman year. And when she started, there was just a different goal set, and we started reaching different goals that before we thought maybe we couldn't reach. She just kind of brought a lot of motivation in the team, especially when she was like coming off the Olympics. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm being coached by this woman. Like, she's amazing.
It's gonna be really hard to keep this boat stable.
All right, we're here in the erg machines finally. Jill's in the middle, Ty's over there on the end. Here's the contest. It's my distance 2 minutes, Ty's distance is 2 minutes. Added together versus Jill's distance in 2 minutes. Jill, how do you feel about this? You feel pretty good?
Pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm gonna focus on my form. I really practiced late last night, so that should be good.
All right, let's do this. You guys ready?
I don't think so, but. Julian, I know I did really well, but in order to find out just how well I did, and Tommy, of course, we're TNT, 180, what did you get?
390.
390. Tommy, what do we got there?
570?
570. I think we did pretty good.
I think we got you. What'd you get?
580.
580?
We lost.
Both of us combined. And I have a headache. That's like a double loss.
Well, I don't know how your form of this.
Well, you know,
I don't know if this
tried
was really
to
the best
catch
strategy.
up, but
the SDPI team is 0-1 so far this year.
0-1. I'm off the boat.
Ty's off the boat.
Thank you,
Jill,
Julian.
Thank you. All right, now we're gonna go take a nap.
We may not be able to navigate the waters as a team very well, but we do know how to surf the web.
And you can surf with us by following us on Twitter and Instagram by searching @SD Prep Insider. You can also like us on Facebook and check out our website because we have clips from this episode plus some bonus footage.
Answer the question on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook by replying @SD Prep Insider to be in the running to win an SDPI jacket.
Our question this week, which high school has the best student section?
Well, that's all the time we have for this episode of San Diego Prep Insider.
For Tommy Morris, Lisa Lane, Ty Hines, I'm Abby Hornacek, and we'll see you next time.